Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Strolling on up. That's how we do. That's how we do it. We up in this. Alright. So we hustling. We bustling. We got those zombies in the headlock and we tussling. What's going on? YouTube, internet, world. Guy Connecticut back again with another video. Looking stellar. Feller, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you've been following the channel, as you should, then you already know that we're doing some new things over here, right? And we're doing it for the sake of advancing men in the right direction. Men like yourself, in fact. We're going to take young boys, males, and we're going to mold them into something worthy of walking around society, right? Now, we're going to be doing that through various ways, and one of them is through alpha male advice. Yeah, you heard that, and it sounds nice. We're about to do a full rhyme every single time. You know what I mean? I can turn on the drop of a dime. Spin, kick you in the head, and dodge all the lead. Like a ninja, I find you, because I'm right behind you. Free flow, get it? All right, we're having a good time. So, I'm going to be answering some questions from the communities out there in the world, and maybe even here too, of course, here as well, you know. And helping people actually find their way, because these are real people with real issues and real problems, and they need real answers. No one else is doing that for them. Nobody credible, you know. You might post something and have a question, and like some scrub, you know, gives you some answer. You're like, what the fuck kind of answer is that? You never know who's giving you the answers. They don't have face, they don't have reputation, they have nothing. Well, a few lucky individuals will be able to get all the answers done by yours truly, the God, Connecticut. Let's start off with one I found from a very interesting community. And I'm most likely going to post the links to these so that you can go and see them yourself, you know. I wouldn't say leave comments or anything, you know, but you can go to thread and be like, hey, I'm here because of Connecticut. That'd be cool to see. They're going to get their question answered here, so let's not confuse them by adding more than what's necessary, shall we? This one community I found is a Reddit community. It's called Red Pill Women. Now, I think this is awesome because, well, like I said, I'm going to be doing stuff no one else is doing. No one else is giving this community a shout out. So, shout out to Red Pill Women. Because the Red Pill, and all the pills really just like to look at the darker parts of society and pretend that, hey, everything's kind of fucked. Chicks are just going to take your money. There's no good ones out there. You need to move to the east if you want to find some peace. And for the most part, they're not wrong. But a certain light should be shown on a community that has 71,000 members. 71,000 females who are working to become women, like we have males working to become men. 71,000 women who are already red pill and already good women who might be advising other ladies on the come up, right? Obviously, they can't be 71,000 and above. That's not how math works, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So we're going to get into one I thought was a very easy and simple question with a very easy and simple answer, but nonetheless, she needs the answer. So let's help her out, shall we? From Mental Garbage, we're already off to a good start. Should fat women date? It reads, I guess this is a question about whether I need soft or hard nun mode. I'm 5'4", 176 pounds, ugly to mid woman, not good at makeup, can't cook, bad style, she puts in quotes, whatever that means. But I'm 26 and time is running out. So she wants to know if she doesn't have her shit together and time is running out, should she be dating? Well, I mean, the answer is no. No fat salutes. Now, you're talking about nun mode, right? Similar to monk mode. Hard. And the reason you want to go hard is because anytime you can do something harder or better, the better. That's how shit works, you know? When you go ham on something, it's going to turn out better, okay? Like 9 times out of 10, okay? As far as dating goes, another reason that you don't want to be out here dating mental garbage is because if you're that low quality of female, and we can't call you woman yet, you haven't made it, you're a female who's 26 and time's running out. You need to make it a woman status, and pronto. But the reason you don't want to be in the dating market like that is because if you're that low quality, you're that bottom shelf, you're right next to the dog food girl. Not even the good dog food, you're below the store brand dog food and cat food, okay? You're like knockoff brand, and that's not good. And right now, you're not even, FDA approved pet food. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of quality can you expect? Who's going to come along and purchase that particular brand of pet food. And if anyone hypothetically did purchase that particular brand of pet food, wouldn't you fucking worry about who that person was and what their pet has to go through? No. See, you want to be top shelf, and you already know that, which is why you're in the community you're in, asking the question you just asked, and that's fine. But until you're in the upper stratosphere of what a woman can be, if you're not a 7 as a female, don't date. Spare yourself and spare men too, right? Because men only want 7s and up in general. Like, okay, you might be like, oh, I saw a dude with a fat bitch the other day. Oh, yeah, I'm fucking sure you did. And what did he look like? What do you imagine his life is like? What do you imagine his studio apartment looks like? Okay? Motherfuckers, settle out here. We should all be striving to get what we want, not get what is there. Okay? A wolf hunts its prey, the prey that it wants. It doesn't just eat dirt or some plant that's by its paws, okay? It goes, it stalks, it puts in the work, it puts in the time, puts in the effort, puts in the skill, puts in the planning, and it eats like a king. Be the wolf, okay? Be the wolf. All right. To answer your question about bad style, that means your clothes suck, girl. What do you mean? Whatever that means. Like, you never seen sucky clothes? Look in the mirror. Put some on and go look in the mirror. Yeah. Now, being a fat girl is going to be hard to look good in anything, but that also means that the clothes you're picking wouldn't look good on a thin girl, probably either, okay? Unless you're wearing skimpy things, and that looks good on thin girls, but absolutely horrendous on fat girls, but you're probably not doing that. So, what can you do to improve, right? I answered your question. You already have a good idea. You mentioned that you can't cook, which means you know you need to improve that. You mentioned that you're not good at makeup, which means you know you also need to improve that. What else? Well, learn to walk in heels. That's right. Put some heels on, one foot in front of the other, like you're walking a tightrope. Don't just walk side by side. You see some chicks doing that. Fuck that. You need to walk like you're on a goddamn runway every time you're in heels. In fact, when you're wearing tennis shoes, walk a little bit like you're in heels. Have some grace, some movement, some majesticness to how you carry yourself. You should see me walking. You saw me walking at the beginning of this video. I just fucking strutting along. I'm like that in public too. I glide with the grace of an angelic being or a demonic being, depending on what you're into, through the stratosphere, through the world. When I move into view, I have presence, and that's what you want to have. Because if you're bottom shelf, no one's gonna notice you. And if you're top shelf quality, but you have bottom shelf presence, well, that's gonna also limit who notices you. As far as cooking goes, if you can't figure that out without me giving you instructions on how to learn how to cook, you are doomed, okay? So figure that shit out. There's plenty of ways to figure that out, okay? Figure it out. And makeup, figure it out. Come on. I'm sure you know people. You have the internet. You don't need me to fucking babysit you through that one. Figure it out. So you're fat. Gym time, girl. Gym time. Go get the membership and go. And remember, you're not going to see gentlemen there who look quite like me, but the gentlemen there who are in shape and obviously go pretty often, just know they're not going to laugh at you for being fat. In fact, us more in shape individuals like to see fat people in the gym. I really, really like to see fat people in the gym. If your ass is obese or even slightly heavy, and I see you purchasing and filling out the paperwork for the gym membership, I feel like a butterfly sprouts from a cocoon. For every gym membership that a fat person gets, a little butterfly is born, an immortal butterfly is born. It becomes immortal when you lose the weight, but it's born when you enter the gym. I feel great about that. And the reason we feel great about that is because, well, some people who you see in shape started off a little bit like yourself, and other people who have been athletic all their life have friends or no family members or no other people who are fat and just won't put in the work. So when they see you doing it, it's big ups, big props. Everybody who's in shape, everybody, all of us, 100%. 100%, I don't say lightly, because a lot of things aren't 100%, but 100% of mofos who are in shape have told people to also get in shape, and those people did not. 100% of us, 100%. So when you show up doing that thing, we're happy you're there. So show the fuck up, get in shape, learn how to improve things that you mentioned, and learn how to walk, move, and dress. Lose the weight before you even think about style, because you're going to want to dress in a slightly more provocative, but not slutty way once you do get down to, 130, 125-ish, okay? But until you're in that range, Don't even think about, dating, because you're not going to attract anybody that you want, and they're not going to actually want you. They're going to be settling. So you're going to get treated like a settled chick. Next. So this one is called Should I End the Relationship by Unique Username. I'm going to say unique username isn't actually a unique username. But let's see what the fuck's up with this guy anyways, okay? I've been seeing this girl for almost a year. She's great. Hot body. Works out. Really good to me. She talks about the future a lot. The only issue I have is that while I'm enjoying it at the moment, I cannot see us getting married like she expects us to. I'm also at a point in my life where the attention from women is insane. Not sure if it's that aura of confidence that you get when you've already got a chick, but I definitely have been getting lots of attention, random stares, women making conversation with me, etc., etc., etc. I'm also 99% sure my coworker wants to fuck me. That being said, without trying to brag, I've never had an issue attracting women. He's got the blonde hair, it's all spiked and shit, looking like a boy band. But due to confidence issues, I definitely have avoided and at times flat out rejected having sex. I feel as though this relationship has made me more confident, plus going to the gym regularly and getting promoted at work have helped also. And that I would have not been able to capitalize on a lot more of these opportunities to have sex with more women. Okay, I see where you're getting at. He said, TLDR, too long, didn't read, for people who can't read. I have a girlfriend, and while she's great, I don't want to look back in like 2, 3, 5 years after relationship ends due to her cheating or for any other reason, and being disappointed that I've wasted time and didn't fuck more chicks. Okay, I see where you're coming from. So, you got this chick who seems, I don't know, as close to perfect as most girls get, on paper at least, from what you said. She's hot, and you want to break it off with her because she wants marriage. So this post is from The Red Pill. The Red Pill. It's like the official motherfucker, right? So let me just start off by saying, sir, if you're in The Red Pill, then you know one of the things that we talk about the most is how it's important for girls to become women, and for females to become women. And girls oftentimes get stuck in this weird little phase where they don't know what to do because their parents haven't taught them, right? You got a girl who is into you, who obviously wants children, wants a long-term relationship with you, and is doing everything right. And then you came to us asking if you should dump her because you want more girls. If I told you I had a Lamborghini that hasn't ever broken down on me, runs well, is super fucking fast, and is amazing, but I'm wondering if I should trade it in because I don't want to be stuck with it because I want more cars, what would you say to me? First off, you go trading her in. Who knows how long it's going to be until you get another one like her. You found something that is in the West very hard to find from what you described her as, and that's of your own accord. Now, here's the thing. Abundance is important, right? If you were to drop her, then math is definitely on your side, right? There's like 10 billion people on the planet, right? But why would you intentionally throw away something that's magnificent? Why? You can have abundance. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can have other girls in addition to this girl. That's very important indeed for men. So, what I would say is obviously you don't throw away a good thing. That makes no fucking sense. If you want more of a good thing, then that's okay. You can talk to her and tell her how you feel. Don't tell her that you feel like you needed to get rid of her and you're not going to. But let her know that you're not a one-woman kind of man. You can love her, but you like to have fun with her and other girls. And if she's the kind of girl who's as perfect as you say, she'd be willing to do that every once in a while, you know? And if she isn't, then maybe she'd be okay with you seeing girls so long as you don't flaunt it in her face and she's the main girl, you know? She can be like head B. And then there could be like little worker bees every once in a while that you employ for certain services at your own discretion. And who knows? If she's super down, then maybe you can have more than one girlfriend. But the way you got to do that is you have to be honest with her You have to be straightforward. And you have to let her know you care about her, you see all the great value that she has, and you're willing to give her value back. It's just this one little hang up. And if you guys can get past the one little hang up, then all of the dreams that she wants of being with you as a life partner can come true. Now, I don't advise marriage. I think that's a fucking horrible idea. But if you guys decide that you want to make little red pill kids, then I'm not mad about that. Just do it in the proper time. Don't be pressured into it early or anything like that. But let her know that that future that she dreams of with you is definitely attainable. Life partner, married, but not with the state kind of situation. Yeah, just don't involve the government in your shit. That's how you handle that. And then you get her, and you get to play around and do your harem of women at your own convenience. And she will be happy that she has the man of her dreams. So, keep up the good work. Congratulations on that promotion, and continue promoting yourself through life. Let's get into the next. Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Are you broke? Are you not broke? Are you broker than a joke? Are you doing good? Are you not doing good in life? Well, this YouTube channel's for you. God Connecticut, the host, owner, and badass mofo of GGX straight up. Looking good in the neighborhood as always. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I'd like to give a shout out to myself for today's sponsor. Now, I want to ask everybody watching this real quick, very, very brief question. How much did you pay to watch this video? Oh, really? You don't say. Oh? That's absolutely amazing. Well, since you got in on this video at that low price, how about you do what you can to show a little love and support? Hit the subscribe button right now. Just smack it in the face like somebody told you your girlfriend's fat. Only if she isn't fat. If she is fat, just like nod and agree, and then get her on some, weight loss pills and a treadmill. Get her a gym membership. Can't be walking around no fat hoes. Okay? No fat sloots. Anyways, go ahead, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, show some love. Now back to the video. So this one is from Latent Shadow, also from The Red Pill on Reddit. From average to above average, just why? Okay, why? That's a good question. Let's find out why. Okay, so he has a summary here in case you don't even want to do the TLDR at the very end. I like that. If you are average, if your life is okay to live, not exactly pleasurable, not exactly painful, why should you rise above it? Oh, so he's challenging the teachings of the Red Pill and, well, frankly, a lot of other communities, right? There's very few communities telling you to just fucking settle. So, this one is the heading of this paragraph. This is a longer one. It's called Being Average. You're average. You're living in a decent place where you can sleep well, have food to eat, and sometimes, like every week or two, eat the delicacies restaurants offer near you. You are a little fat, yeah, a little, I bet, but you have some kind of physical activity every day, walking, for instance. This motherfucker fat as shit. When you consider physical activity walking, do you not know? Let me put it into perspective for you. Do you not know, and maybe you watching this at home will learn something, but humans, I believe, are actually the most long distance creature on the planet. Okay? The highest endurance creature on the planet, at least on the surface of it. I don't know about the inside Earth theories or what's down there, but anyways, on the top of the planet, most endurance creature there is. So when you consider going on a walk or walking to your mailbox, or you went shopping to buy more fat food and you had to walk around the store, physical activity, that's how I know you're not a little fat. You got a situation you need to be taken care of. Okay, my friend? But you go to work from 9 to 5, come back home, watch TV or play video games, meet up with your basic friends regularly. There are times when you're lonely, but hey, you can just get yourself off to go to sleep, right? Or maybe that new rum with boiling water is just the sedative you need to live for one more day. Today's women are so annoying and difficult. True. If the bitch got one screw loose in her head, she just might accuse you for any damn thing and put you in jail, destroying your so-called career and putting you in a black mark on you. Even if she doesn't. Let's say you fuck around, get in a relationship. Now, depending on whether you marry or not, it's an undocumented and accepted truth that relationships are work. Basically tolerating her as long as she's useful and gives sex respect. In parentheses, he says. The amount of sets you get decreases and she gets uglier every year or two. That was the being average heading. We're not done yet. So the question, he says, that's the heading of this. Ultimately, all the pleasures and accomplishments you seek come with a cost. 1 unit of pleasure comes with 4 units of pain. What would change if you become above average? What are you supposed to seek if for everything is temporary, initially bringing pleasure, but then produces pain? Why should you suffer the pain of discipline to be better? Hypothesis. Based on the average paragraph, should have been above paragraph, you might get a better place to live, a better mattress to sleep, better dishes, which you can eat, a premium TV, gaming console, a decent or jacked body. Roar! Yeah! Woo! Who goes to the gym regularly, meets up with his friends regularly in better places as compared to home, a tender chick to act as a fleshlight, and a premium alcohol to sleep better. Wait, you're using alcohol to sleep? That's not his primary use. You know that, right? The woman will not change. With age, her looks will decrease, and also the frequency of sex. The amount of mental resources required to deal with her will increase the longer you live with her. Sure, you might get a few better lawyers to fight your case if you are falsely accused, but you will still go to jail, still get your reputation soiled. Closing notes. If your answer to this question is just go kill yourself or just live, bro, don't be depressed, bro, then close this tab and look other stuff. English writing. I need hope. I need meaning. This is in bold. I'm tired of going through the motions. I need something to strive for, he says. You need something to strive for, huh? Why should you better yourself? Why should you get higher quality women, better friends, and have better quality things? So in his head, everything is the same in life, whether you're at the bottom or the top. It's just the quality of what you're getting is different. That's actually not true. So that's a good point for someone who's not near the top and isn't near people who are at the top. It might seem that way at first glance, right? But let's talk about what happens when you get closer to the top. Well, let's talk health, for instance. One, if you're sleeping yourself to sleep with alcohol, that's your lullaby. It's not good for your body and it's not good for your mental, okay? That's how you get into bed. So you're obviously in mental pain, mental anguish. You're drinking and saying, hey, things are not so bad. I can live one more day. Live one more day? 24 more hours? You're buying yourself 24 hours at a time with your lifestyle? Okay, so depression isn't a thing. That's not something that really exists, so to speak, okay? And to clarify what I mean by that is pain isn't really a thing. Physical pain isn't really a thing, okay? If you pinch yourself really hard and you go, ouch, that hurts, that's not really a thing. What it is your body's way of letting you know that it is suffering some minute level of damage, okay? And that pain will be low or high depending on the level of damage that your body is feeling, okay? So when you pinch yourself really hard, you cause a minuscule fraction of damage to yourself, right? So to speak. And so your body said, hey, something's happening, check it out. When you feel depressed or whatever, that's your body saying, hey, something's happening, check it out. That means you don't have enough friends, you're not getting out enough, you're not enjoying the game you're playing. And remember, I've said it before, this world is just a game. And if you believe in simulation theory, then quite literally it's just a game. Whether you believe in that or not, approaching it as though it's just a game is going to get you much further than approaching it as if it was real life. And the reason that is because you level up through life. And if you're at the lowest level, it doesn't feel good. And that's where you're at, okay? So, what do you need to do to improve your life? Well, you already know what you need to do. You listed a bunch of things. But what's going to happen is that the quality of your life will make you feel less depressed. Let's address a couple things, because you had a couple things that you wanted to talk about, right? You wanted to talk about quality of food that you get. So the quality of food that you get directly 100% affects your health. It will also affect your weight gain. Imagine you could have Wagyu steak every night instead of like McDonald's or something. Well, it'd be easier to stay thin and fit, wouldn't it? Imagine you could buy the $89 protein instead of the $19.99 protein at Walmart. Well, it would taste better, it would mix better, it'd just be easier to use. You'd be more likely to use it on a regular basis because you enjoy the flavor, the taste, everything about it. Let's talk about moving through life, how you're accepted. Well, you're fat. People are going to automatically judge you. I'm jacked. People automatically judge me. And guess what? Being judged isn't a bad thing. That's assessment. People look at you and they get a mental picture of how you are as a person from the glance they get of you. So if you're just running around like some slob, they're going to assume you're some slob. And if by some miracle you're not, well, everybody's just going to have the wrong idea of you, but it's going to be your fucking fault. When you look capable, people treat you as though you're capable. And when you don't, they treat you as though you're not. Now let's talk about females, because you clearly haven't had good relations or interactions with females. And there's a reason. If you're in the West, they're like spoiled eggs. You're 100% correct about that. But if you're a higher quality man, then you will get higher quality females, and possibly even some worthy of being called women. But you're not. So you're getting what you get. A low quality female will get low quality males, but a low quality male is going to get dirt shit females right out the gate, because that's all you can get. That's it. Remember, females are generally hypergamous, which means they aim up. So if you're a shit guy expecting to get a shit girl is like the best of your scenarios. You know, the way a real relationship works, right, is that she's going to cater to you and you're going to protect her. And this is symbiotic. It's beautiful. You mentioned playing video games. You obviously like video games. Hey, me too. Played some today, in fact. But you act like you can't find a girl that you could play video games with, that you could play board games with, that you could watch movies with, hold her hand, go places with, have that fine dining experience with, go see movies with, download some movies from the internet, see those, especially if they're made by Disney. Please don't pay any money for that shit. You are missing the point of a relationship. A relationship with a girl is supposed to be like a relationship with your best friend, except for you bang her. You're supposed to be able to talk to her about pretty much anything. She's supposed to have your back. You're supposed to be able to advise her. She's going to be a little bit more like a child to you than your best friend would be, per se. But the premise of how close you guys are the same. And the fun that you can have with her is the same. Very, very similar in many ways. You can go play basketball with her and you'll beat her and she'll laugh and giggle and just have a good time. You might play basketball with your friend as a challenge and you guys try to one-up each other, but you play basketball with your girl and you both just have a good time. Go play tennis with her. You guys just have a good time out there. You haven't been with the girl that you could have a good time with. And that's your problem. You got to increase your value, your quality, in order to attract better quality, which will bring you better value. That's the reason that you increase your quality. And I know right now you're a lonely guy, right? But if you actually did increase your value and your quality, something amazing would happen. You'd find that there would be other people around you who looked up to you and needed you. And that alone is worth being high value as a man. So get out there, do it. I hope this helps you find a little bit of motivation in life, because you clearly need it. I know I'm a little bit rough on you, but that's how I roll, man. The world's going to be a lot rougher than anything I'm going to do to you in this particular video. You put another shitty post up there, I might roast you harder than anything the world could ever imagine doing it to you. But this time you're off the hook. Just make yourself a better man, so that you can protect those around you. When I strive to do anything better, I do it not just for myself and not just so I can get more bitches, but I do it to protect those underneath my umbrella. Every dollar I get, literally every dollar I get, more than the last time, expands my umbrella of protection and enhances its strength like a force field, so that I can protect and assault if I need to. I can be defensive and offensive, depending on what the situation calls for, so that those around me can benefit from that. And when you actually can do that for others, you'll actually start to feel important. And probably not a day before that. You got a road ahead of you. You got a bit of a walk. But start walking. Eventually you start running. Eventually you might even make it to sprinting. So that's our last one for the day. 3 people with 3 problems now have 3 different answers. But they all lead to one thing. And that's making their lives better and helping you make yours. God Connecticut, flexing and sexing, keeping it real in the neighborhood. You know the deal. I'm going to see you in the next video where we help save some more lives and help improve some more people. And just know, as long as you're watching, I'll be making. Get out there, grab some ass.
But the people are retarded.